Oh, you're muted.
No, just realize it's always lovely to see you both.
Oh,
Always, and oh my God, and Sabina, I still have been. I need an email that I can reach both of you because of what I needed to do a long time ago.
We'll send you another email. No.
Okay, if you can send it in the chat now, I know you're
Absolutely.
busy, but
We'll send you it now.
thank you. Oh my, these are all from my time.
oh, these
Okay.
songs.
Love.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes.
Yep.
And again, feel free to turn your videos on. We're going to say a few words at the beginning. We'd love to see your faces. And then hi. Hi, Bob. Hi, Mel.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Wow. Very appreciate it.
Cool. It feels like a good time to start with introductions now. People have stopped trickling in. Hello, we are Kanika and Sabina, the founders and artistic directors of Fresh Slime Soda Productions. Fresh Slime Soda is a contemporary theater ensemble aimed at amplifying new work, fostering community among South Asian artists and performers, and also creating explicitly political art.
So today we are thrilled to share the premiere of Daddy, which is our first TV pilot that we're doing, written by Shawn K, Jain, and directed by me. And it features brilliant actors Hershel Tamboli, Nikita Tewani, Anooj Bhandari, Urja Jariwala, Rafael Marinho, and Samrat Chakrabarti.
After the performance, we will facilitate a discussion about the play where the cast, creatives, and audience are all welcome and encouraged to speak about their understanding of and interactions with the work. We're really eager to hear from anybody who'd like to share, no matter your background. We also love using the chat and Fresh Slime shows. If you've never been to one of our performances before, it's one of our favorite, interactive interventions, but you should also feel free to minimize the chat if you prefer that.
Great. We just want to take a second to acknowledge as well that this is a very difficult time in general. It has been for a long time, but especially right now, this is a difficult time for our AAPI folks. And we just wanted to hold space for Atlanta right now. And as an organization that's focused on amplifying Asian voices, our thoughts are with our community always, and now more than ever. So just wanted to acknowledge that. Now I'd love to pass it off to the brilliant writer of the show you're going to see today, Shawn, who's going to say a few words about why he wrote this and what you might see today.
Thank you, Kanika and Sabina, and good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. As actors, because I'm an actor also, when we take an on-camera acting class, we're often given like a multicam sitcom script, which, for those of you who don't know, is a show like Golden Girls or Girlfriends or Seinfeld or Friends. And it's usually accompanied with this message of like, these are good to practice with, but they're dying. They're a dying breed, but that's not true. And I'm very bullish on this sitcom because who doesn't need a good laugh right now? And I'm very protective of the form. And as Kanika and Sabina know, I'm also very defensive of the form and of the laugh track. I think we should warmly embrace sitcoms the same way that they warmly embrace us. When I was growing up, my favorite shows were sitcoms. I've proudly seen every episode of I Love Lucy, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Full House, Third Rock from the Sun, definitely others that I'm too embarrassed to talk about. Growing up can feel lonely, and sitcoms with their live audience reactions and characters you adore make you feel less alone. So in 2020, like many others, I ended up spending 6 months with my family in an unanticipated way in Tennessee because of the coronavirus. And that was, like I said, unanticipated, but it was a coming home in adulthood, which I think many people experienced as well. And that inspired me to write this pilot. I love these actors. Some of them I've known for a long time. Some of them are new to me, but they're all exceptional. I hope you fall in love with them. And I hope you fall in love with these characters because for the sitcoms I mentioned earlier, the reason I keep coming back, or I kept coming back, was because the characters and their journeys were irresistible. And so I hope you find these characters as irresistible as I do. And I hope they help you feel less alone and also help you make you think. And I think that's all possible from a sitcom, to laugh and to make you think. So thank you and enjoy the show.
Absolutely. Thank you, Shawn. And I'll just say a couple of things as the director. I have to admit that initially I'm loving all of the support for Shawn in the chat. That makes me so happy. I was like, Shawn, why does this have to be a sitcom? Why do we need a laugh track? That feels very outdated to me. And he, like he said, he was like, this is a big part of my my childhood. It's still relevant today. It's extremely comforting. And I completely agree now. I mean, after spending time with these actors, the few weeks that we've had together, I realized that what my hesitancy was really just I had forgotten what a sitcom felt like. I haven't seen them in a long time, and this is absolutely that sort of a show that should have a laugh track, that should have a live audience, that should be on TV every week or every day, and you get to grow with these characters. So I'm really glad that Shawn held his ground on that, and that is what this show is. So, but as you know, this is on Zoom. It's not exactly what you might envision this TV show as being. There will be some, action, screen directions read out loud, and that's just to make it feel as authentic as possible to you. So, so great. Let's now, to make sure you all have the best viewer experience. Sabina, do you want to turn off your camera and see? So Sabina's going to turn off her camera, and if you hover over the 3 dots on her, some of you might have already done this, but if you hover the 3 dots on the right corner of the screen, you should see an option to hide non-video participants. And so then you'll only see the people who have their videos on, aka the actors. If anyone has any questions about that or anything technical at all during the show, feel free to message Sabina, who has help written in her name. So you should be able to find that pretty easily in the chat. And great, let's get going. So without further ado, let us begin. So this is Daddy, written by Shawn K. Jain. Interior, Akash's childhood bedroom, night. Akash is getting his shit together to start his YouTube live stream.
Why is this so complicated? 1985. Followers do I have? None. That's great. Hey guys, and welcome back to Going Deep with Akash. Today we're going to be talking about payday loans. Payday loans. Now, they don't sound that horrible. It's an advance on your paycheck, which you know you're going to get. So if you get a $250 loan, you pay $37.50 in interest. Well, here's the kicker. You have to pay that off in 2 weeks. And most people who I saw when I worked at my mom's check cashing store in high school who took payday loans, they couldn't do that. So they would just pay the $37.50 again to extend the loan, and again and again and again. So after a year of doing that, you've paid $900 to get the benefit of a one-time $250 loan.
Akash pauses as we see the viewer count go from 1 to 0. We zoom out and realize we're in a boy's bedroom stuck in 1996 in every sense.
Great, just great. One time, guess who walks in? None other than the financial aid officer from the Catholic high school I attended. She was there to get a payday loan. This was someone who was certainly salaried and probably wouldn't be considered poor by any government data, yet there she was, caught in the cycle of debt. Perhaps that's why she spent her working life trying to help students and families avoid the same fate. And it still haunts me to this day, seeing her face through that bulletproof glass. I didn't serve her. I let one of the other employees do it because I didn't want her to feel ashamed. But in reality, we are the ones that should all feel ashamed about this, not her. This is a society we've created collectively, all of us. And I understand clearly now more than ever sitting in my childhood bedroom that I'm a beneficiary of it. And I think we need to burn the entire system of lending to the ground.
Interior Gayatri's bedroom night. Rafael lays in bed with his laptop open next to his wife Gayatri, who is trying to meditate with headphones in.
Bro, sorry, my internet cut out.
Oh, it was you watching. You were the one viewer, my brother-in-law. Hooray!
Hey, put some gratitude in that attitude.
Honey,
Shh. Sorry, baby. You were excellent. We just need to come up with some more ideas. Now that you're here for good or whatever, I'll help you, bro. Don't worry. Oh, and I got a sponsor for you, Mr. Pillow.
Oh, God, haven't they faced a ton of lawsuits?
That's fake news, bro. All fake news. It's a great product.
Akash gets a gruff notification, accompanied by a growling noise. It's from Craig and is clearly an explicit photo and message.
Oh, hello, Craig. Yeah, I gotta run, Ralph.
Akash hangs up and bolts out the door. Act 1, Interior Atul's living room day. Akash enters the front door, takes his shoes off, and tiptoes upstairs. He hears a noise from the garage.
What the hell?
Akash goes to the kitchen to find Atul tiptoeing into the house.
Arey Akash! Oh, what are you doing up?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
You first. That's how things work in this house. Guess go first. Chalo, go.
Yeah, I was in your garden. I wanted to see if the tree was growing any apples.
Arey, the apple tree died years ago. I just buy Honey Crisp now. Way better, na?
Yeah, I agree. Honey Crisps are peak apples.
Anyway, good chat. See you in a bit. Tootles.
Wait. Dad, where were you?
Oh, I just had a lot of work to finish at the store, you know. Arey, you remember how needy customers are and employees. Don't even get me started. Stupid.
Yeah, but I thought you decided to have the store closed on Sundays.
That's right. Closed. That's right. You know, I am very hungry. Are you, son? How about I make some pancakes? They're still your favorite, right?
Yeah, I mean, I try to minimize carb intake, but...
Carb intake, minimize, good one. Love it, snaps, very good.
So yeah, about last night. What?
Akash hears the unmistakable growl of a gruff notification. He pulls out his phone to silence it. He hears another growl. He opens up his phone. Nothing. He looks at his dad's phone on the counter and sees that it's lit up. Could it be? Exterior Gayatri's backyard day. A montage of an opulent children's birthday party for Gayatri and Rafael's 7-year-old twins, Nick and Nikita, who wear crowns. It's a beautiful morning plays. Cirque du Soleil level performers in a tent as kids cheer. Gayatri and Rafael kiss and look on lovingly from a distance. Akash tries to enter inconspicuously just as the cake is about to be cut.
Happy birthday to you. Whoa, we've got a celebrity in the house.
Hey, happy birthday, guys.
give your uncle a hug.
Akash is a celebrity?
What's he famous for?
Oh, it's really nothing. Let's cut the cake.
Rafael goes to hug Akash.
No, sir. It is not nothing. You're doing the thing, bro. I'm proud of you. Let's get a round of applause for Uncle Akash.
Okay, let's eat cake. Guy, can I talk to you for a sec?
Atul enters and sneaks up behind Nick and Nikita, who are patiently waiting for cake.
Boo!
Babaji!
Hi, Dad. You came just in time. You want some cake?
Oh, no. Akash didn't tell you. We already had pancakes. Arey, pancake and now cake, Akash. Boom, but boom. I come and put your name on it. Put your name on it. He want that cake. He want that.
Cake.
The kids hung Atul. They run off.
So that's a no on cake?
Correct.
Hey, Guy. Let me just ask you something.
Yeah, bro. What's up?
Sure, you can also join this brother-sister convo.
You know I love a three-way.
Ew.
Stop it.
Anyway, I have a theory.
Oh, fuck yes. I love theories.
They're children.
I got smacked. Just what I wanted.
We talked about this. Not when there's family around.
Literally want to die. Anyway, my theory is that Dad is...
I don't know what that is. So?
So?
Oh no, is Babuji sick?
No, and you really don't have to call him that. Just say Dad. Akash thinks he's gay.
Wow, okay, full voice. Or he's at least dating men.
Wait, how do you know?
Gruff.
Oh, you saw him on there?
Ew, no, my age filter is capped at like 45.
Too young, if you ask me.
Okay, well, I heard the notification sound coming from his phone. Or at least, I think I did. It's a bit fuzzy. I caught him coming home just as I... Never mind. But look, how is this not tripping any of you out?
How is it tripping you out? Let him live his life.
Wait, before we get all excited, shouldn't we confirm if that sound was actually from Gruff? Many apps make sounds.
Thank you, Bill Gates.
You're welcome.
Look, I know what I heard.
I think we should follow your dad one night, see where he goes. You could even live stream from the car.
Oh my God, get a life, both of you.
You really don't care? This is a big deal.
Live and let live. That's my motto. That's why I have it tattooed on my... Never mind.
Yeah, you do. I'll never forget that night we met in Fortaleza. Okay, so tonight, my car, I have fast Wi-Fi.
Why don't you just ask him? He's right there. Don't be weird.
Okay, Dad.
Akash! Arey, join me on the ground. Make a snow angel with me. Come on.
There's no snow.
Arey, it's pretend, Baba. Come on.
Go, Akash, uncle, go.
Kids, don't you want to go play with your friends?
No, we want to see Uncle Akash beat Babaji.
They're racing, Mom.
Akash, didn't you want to ask Dad something?
Yeah, the whole...
Yeah, okay, I win. So,
Okay, good.
look, I just had a question about these notification sounds I heard. I know they weren't from my phone because...
Okay. Hands up. You caught me. I have something finally to tell you guys, or everyone. DJ, please hit it. Hit it, DJ.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out.
Your volume come. Hello. Well, as the song says, the store is closing. Well, we're being evicted. Actually, I'm broke. Well, I have as few dollars in my bank account as you do viewers on your show, Akash.
End of Act 1. Act 2. Interior Omni checks later. Akash tries to enter the employee break room area, but the door is lodged in place. Adul walks up and uses his butt to open it. There's paper everywhere, on tables, chairs, you name it. Akash bumps into fly ribbons hanging from the ceiling.
Dad, what in the world?
Dad, what the hell happened?
Yeah, Dad.
Hey, come on, guys. You know I never wanted to run this place. It was always Jyoti's dream to have an empire.
8 years later, and I still miss Mom every day, Dad.
Me too, beta. But luckily, she left behind 2 very strong, independent children.
Spider! Help!
Thank you, beta.
You got it, Pops.
Kids, I really want to let you live your own lives, you know? Gayatri, you have your kids and a business to run. You don't have time for this, Baba. And Akash, you have your dreams. You have dreams, right? You have dreams?
Yeah, that I do.
Yeah, and so this is the story you all wanted to see. We can head out now. Chalo.
Dad, wait. We should salvage this. I mean, it was Mom's dream. I think if I put some time into it, I mean, it's literally what I do as a female of color entrepreneur, helping companies get off the ground. No,
absolutely not. Now, listen, I can get a job. I think the used car lot near us is hiring, and that might be fun.
I mean, maybe I could help.
Did you say something?
Maybe I could help.
Beta, but your dreams. Listen, I think I'll be quite good at selling a Chrysler Grand Caravan. Very
No,
good.
Dad, you're not working at the used car lot. I'll help you. I will be here every day if you need me. I will open, I will close, but you have to come on my show.
Your show? No, beta, no. Those are your dreams, not mine. I'm more of a behind the scenes player. So you.
Good one, Pops.
I'm like, Dad.
Yeah, you really love the limelight, Dad.
Okay, first off, look who's talking.
Yeah, look who's talking, bro.
Look who's talking. Beta, I hate to break it to you, but you are a ham sandwich, full on big ham. But back to me. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm quiet, introverted. I'm a delicate flower, you know.
Oh, go on the show, Dad. I think it'll be fun. It can be the Atul and Akash show even. Has a nice ring to it.
Akash. Kya baat. I like it.
Interior, Gayatri's living room, day. Rafael sits in a director's chair as Akash sits on the couch.
So we'll start with a hot topic segment a la The View. I'm thinking something like, to start us off, boxers or briefs, like daddy, like son.
Okay, stop. Okay, stop. I very much appreciate you taking the lead here and agreeing to serve as my head of content.
And executive producer.
Yeah, sure. Look, Raf, I think I have a mind-blowing idea for this first episode.
Ooh, Megan McCain. I'm ready to hear what this hot topic is.
Call me Megan again and I will punch you in the face. Okay, so you know that notification that I'm pretty sure came from my dad's phone?
The gay one, I remember.
Yeah, his being out all night. And I mean, like, doesn't he seem like freer to you? Lighter on his feet, little skip in his step?
Could be the new shoes we got him for Christmas. Oh, and the hip replacement surgery. I mean, he's very flexible now. I'm Mr. Stiffy over here.
He's a fairy. He's a full-blown fairy. How am I the only one who sees this? You know, he wasn't always like this.
Well, in fairness, Indian guys often seem a little on the effeminate side to me.
Okay, well, I'm glad that stereotype is alive and well, despite the video that I did on the desexualization of the Asian American male.
Do you need a hug, girlfriend?
No. Look, I want to ask Dad if he is gay on the show.
You would like to out your father on the internet in a live video segment? I love it.
Brilliant, right?
Absolutely.
You know, we'll do it very tastefully and carefully and thoughtfully, right? Like, that's why we're having this meeting. So.
Babe, your brother is gonna out your dad when he goes on his show.
Honey, please put away the groceries. Akash, please come outside with me now.
Exterior, Gayatri's front porch.
What the hell are you thinking?
Just hear me out. Okay, it's gonna be great. I will do this carefully. I was a peer counselor for kids coming out all the time. Sometimes you just have to hold their hands, just dive right in.
He is 70. He's not some college kid finding himself. Are you that desperate for views? Jesus.
Okay, wow, low blow. Yes, this will be good for viewership, I acknowledge.
Thank you for acknowledging that you're willing to sell out your entire family for your stupid dreams.
Mom! Mom, I think Nikita's bleeding.
We've talked about this. Is it serious blood or not serious blood?
Not serious.
Then deal with it, please.
Okay.
Kids these days, they need tough love.
And my dreams are stupid, huh?
I'm all about putting in the work with what you're good at so you can become great at it. As a female of color entrepreneur and venture capitalist, I help women do that all day, every day. But are you gonna blow up and become the next big thing? I mean, do we really want or need another Hassan Minaj? Patriot Act was canceled.
Okay, and Hassan didn't become Hassan overnight, okay? Hassan used to be Hassan who did pizza commercials. And with the help of your very supportive husband, this segment is going to kill. Our father will thank us in the future, you'll see.
Hey, I'm just finishing mapping out this segment. What if we do the whole boxes and briefs questions after you've outed your dad?
Oh, I'll see indeed. But not if I don't get to Dad first to warn him not to go on.
Was it what I said?
Street between Gayatri and Atul's houses. We see Gayatri race down the street as Akash catches up. They turn the corner into Atul's front yard. Exterior, Atul's garden. Atul's gardening.
Hey kids, everything okay? Akash, I'm planting a honeycrisp tree and some dates.
Oh, that's great, Dad.
Dad, don't go on Akash's show tomorrow. It was a bad idea on my part.
No, Dad, it will be great. We're gonna have a lot of fun, okay?
Dad, look, I love you and I'm proud of you. I just want to say I'm very, very proud.
What is going on? Akash, do you not want to help at the store anymore? Because listen, you really don't have to. I've been working on my used car salesman persona. Hey there, check out this Chrysler. It's only got 3 wheels, but they say tricycles are in right now, so vroom.
Okay, Dad, I will help you with the store. And I'll help you even if you don't come in. But we're gonna be going deep, real deep.
I love going deep. Oh, shower time.
If you screw this up, I will never forgive you.
Hey, have a little faith in me, Guy. You know, Mom always did in the both of us.
I'm not Mom.
Flashback. Exterior, Atul's garden, day. Jyoti approaches the garden, which is lush and full of all kinds of fruit trees and flowers. 10-year-old Akash is sitting cross-legged on the ground, twirling a flower.
Akash beta, what's the matter?
Oh, nothing.
Beta, do you know why we named you Akash?
Because when you saw my eyes, it made you think of all the stars in the sky?
That's true. But actually, it was your father's idea when, we found out we were expecting a boy. In India, there used to be a wait list for motorbikes, and the list went in alphabetical order by first name, which, in retrospect, is idiotic for the culture that claims to have invented numbers. But anyway, your father thought this was hilarious, and so he wanted you to be named Akash with 2 A's, not just 1. That way you would always be called first. But the star thing is true too. I know you'll be a star someday, sweetie.
We see young Akash's eyes brighten. Cut to exterior, Atul's garden, day. We see Akash's eyes older and sadder.
Yeah, no, Gayatri, you're not Mom. Because Mom believed.
Interior, Akash's childhood bedroom, day. Akash and Rafael are getting the room ready for the interview.
Bro, I did something. Hope you're not mad.
What?
I stayed up all night to promote the shit out of this on the LGBT subreddit.
Okay, well, I know what Reddit is.
I know. You're going to be like, Hafa, what's Reddit? Reddit is...
Yeah, I know what Reddit is. Thank you. But that was sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Oh, shit. 3 minutes. We better get ready. Dad?
Come and put your name on it. Put your name on it. Come and put your name on it. Your name, but you wanna put your name on it. Put your name on it. Come and put your name on it. It's not even my birthday. But I wanna lick the icing off.
Let's get this show on the road.
That is one sexy daddy.
Wow, Dad, you look amazing.
Yes, your sister got her gay stylist friend Craig to come over this morning and do me.
I'm sorry, you mean Craig did you up?
That's what I said. He did me all right. Okay, so where do I sit?
Wait, Craig? Gayatri knows Craig?
Are they best friends, Baba?
Goddamn small town. Okay, sit here.
Okay, guys, we'll start in 30 seconds. We are at 5,231 viewers and it's trending up.
Wow, Raf. I've never had more than 1,200 on one of my live streams. And that was when I had an understudy from the Chicago Hamilton production on.
Reddit is the shit, man. And I'm a master marketeer. And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Train wreck. Please don't be a train wreck.
Mommy, what are you doing?
If there's no serious blood, mommy's busy.
Okay.
And with that, welcome back to the show. Here's my dad.
Well, thank you, son. Thank you, son. And let me just say, I'm thrilled to be here. And I brought something for us to flip through.
Oh?
It's the Rihanna's book. The Rihanna. You know, your sister's gay stylist gave it to me yesterday. So.
Plan is working perfectly.
Yes, sure. We can go through that.
Good.
My God, over 8,000 viewers? People are loving this.
Okay, look at this. And it's not even my birthday. A little bit of cake.
Okay, Dad. You know, this is so cool. When did you realize that you were first, in love with Rihanna?
A very basic question, beta. I mean, look, we both are formerly British colonial subjects. She being from Barbados and me being from India and all. So I guess there was always this Commonwealth connection, you know? Oh, acha, let me show you this. Ella, Ella. Beautiful, na? Okay, on this page, okay, this is her as a brilliant businesswoman she is, you know? It reminds me of my wife who has since passed. Are Akash, remember when you were young, no matter how tired she was, when you had those bad dreams and pee-pee and poo-poo and all that, up to high school, and he would come running into our bedroom in the middle of the night.
Dad.
She would tend to you like a little child and make you feel very safe as you were a baby, because even that you peed in your bed and
Okay, well, I think that's all the time we have for this segment. We have to make sure the viewers want more. So as always, our stream is brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Mr. Pillow, and its new line of pillows and mattress toppers specifically for lesbians, Mrs. Pillow. And don't believe the fake news lawsuits about Mr. Pillow. Financing available for all orders over $25.
And we are out.
Nailed it. Just absolutely nailed it.
End of Act 2. Act 3. Interior Gayatri's living room, night.
Coming.
How dare you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The makeover, the Rihanna book, Craig, I know that was all you.
I wasn't going to let you out our father on national television.
It's a YouTube stream.
Yeah, and thanks to the work of my husband, it had thousands of viewers. What the hell were you thinking?
Hey, bro, that was huge. I mean, wow.
You were in on this too, weren't you?
In on what?
The makeover, the Rihanna book.
No, that was all my amazing wife, your blood sister. Wait, you're not mad about this?
Of course I am. All our well-laid plans were interrupted by her scheming.
You were going to out our father live on the internet, and I'm the one who was scheming?
Bro, low blow, bro. Also, the viewers loved it. I mean, they were begging for it not to end. I think you should have your dad on all the time.
So what, we're just not going to address the elephant in the room that our father is possibly, no, very likely gay?
Let me ask you something, Akash. Why do you care so much? What does it matter to you?
Do you remember how Dad reacted when I came out to him?
Flashback. Interior Atul's living room, day. 10 years earlier. Atul is wailing as Jyoti soothes him.
Dad made me feel like I ruined his life because I was living my truth.
I was going to plan an even bigger wedding for him than the one we had for Gayatri, but now...
He made me watch these conversion therapy videos on YouTube and then do those pillow hitting exercises they prescribed. The irony of Mr. Pillow now being a sponsor.
God!
It was horrible.
I didn't know any of that. I mean, I knew he didn't react great, but conversion therapy? Jesus. So this is revenge for you?
No. Yes. I don't know. Maybe. I know it's hard to find out your only son is gay, but like, aren't you dying to know? And if he is, we can connect on that level, you know?
That's so beautiful.
Honey, can you give us a moment, please? Your desire to find out is valid. More valid than I originally thought. As a female of color entrepreneur, I can see that. But can we just ask him? I'll do it with you, okay? You're working the store tomorrow, yeah? I'll bring lunch and we can tread carefully.
Deal.
Interior Omni checks day. Akash is shredding papers in a shredder that goes over a trash can. It is not going well. Atul enters.
It's Saturday, son. We don't open until noon. Come on, yeah, leave. It's got too bright.
I wanted to get an early start. Didn't get much sleep last night?
I saw some friends. Yes, I felt in the mood for celebrating after a successful show. So,
She.
Gayatri enters carrying expensive green sweet salads. Rafael has a Mr. Pillow neck pillow around his neck.
Gayatri, what are you doing here? Hi.
Thought I'd bring lunch so we could eat together and celebrate a successful show.
Oh, that's so thoughtful of you. Thank
Green
you.
Suite has a new 65 plus menu called Simple and Fit. I got you one of the bowls.
Green Sweet, thank you for the bowl.
Bro, my neck actually feels worse after wearing this. You're a sponsor, you're a pillow. What you're doing?
Our family has been hoarding records going back to the Clinton administration. You know, it's important to shred regularly. You should think of it like flossing.
As if you floss.
Heard that. Anyway, let's eat.
Vegan Supreme.
Cauliflower rice and chicken breast. Thank you, daughter.
Dad, you know, while we're all gathered here today, I'm going to use the we pronoun.
Well, this is going great.
God, I love vegetables.
Let me start with this. How did you enjoy being on the show with Akash?
I loved it. Loved it. Pakka, full on. I mean, we should do it again. As you know, it's a little uncomfortable for me to be in the spotlight, you know, like that and all. But little by little, I'm becoming less of an introvert, you know?
Great. I think it should be like a weekly thing for you two.
Kya baat! I would love that so much. Me and you, son, a dream team. Chalo, let's do it.
Wow, really, Dad?
Yes, beta. And listen, you are a very good interviewer. Very, very good. You're like, you know, what was her name? And this is 2020.
Barbara Walters?
No, Hugh Downs.
Oh.
But Barbara too. Yes, Barbara too. I can see that full on. Anyway, I think you could have a real future in this, beta.
Thank you.
And, you know, I'm just thinking out loud. Instead of Mr. Pillow sponsoring you, you could maybe help me market the store. You know, put some of those YouTube skills to good use. Huh?
I can certainly think about it.
So, Dad, one thing I guess we just, wanted to check in with you about.
You know, I'd love for us to have you on again, Dad. And by us, I mean Rafael and I, because he's my booker.
Correct. Brazilians love to book people on things.
Stop that. No.
Sorry, Babuji.
You know, it's nice to have the family all back together again.
Akash gets a growl notification on his phone. It's a message from Craig. It reads, "Hey man, I'm not crazy. This is your dad, right? I saw him on Gruff." It is clearly a picture of Atul.
Wow. It really is Dad.
End of Act 3. Exterior outside of Apex Bar night. Akash is flirting with Sarfaraz.
You're cute.
When I saw you across the bar, my jaw dropped. Mostly because I was like, he's hot. and and he looks a little familiar, and it dawned on me. You're Atul's son.
How do you know my dad?
Like son, like father.
End of show. Welcome back, everyone. Feel free to turn your cameras back on. We would love to see all your faces. Let me change my name from Going Deep to my actual name.
I'm going to keep my name as Help, though, because I think that sets a fun environment.
Amazing. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We would love if you could stay on for a little bit longer while we have a little chat, since this is a workshop after all. So take a minute to do whatever you might need. As you come back, we'd love if you could pop images or lines in particular that stayed with you from the performance, and you could post them in our chat. We'd love to see what stayed with folks. And also, if you'd like to join our email list, you're not already on it, you can add your email address in the chat, or you can send us an email at freshlimesodaco@gmail.com. So yay, congratulations to our actors. Yeah, so keep adding those images and lines in the chat. Sabina, do you want to take it away?
Hell yeah. I guess the first question I would love to ask the audience, what characters resonated with you the most when hearing this? If anyone wants to feel free to jump in, you can also put your answers in the chat and we'll read them out loud. Also, actors, feel free to answer this question as well.
As an old person, I'm going to jump in. I love the character of Atul. I also loved his energy and, his, and of course, he was very nicely balanced by Akash, but I loved Atul's energy and where he was coming from, the references to his contemporaries, references to what his cultural background was, really resonated with me. So I just loved it. I was laughing here and since I'm not a chatter, I couldn't share anything but my laughter with myself. So that was really cool. And I was avoiding looking at the chat, as Sabina and Kanika know. So that really helped my experience. I enjoyed it thoroughly, but I did enjoy everyone else's, the whole brother-sister exchanges, the brother-in-law, and being a kind of cultural outsider, insider. So that brought new perspective. But I love this play and the presentation of it. I also want to add what I'm remembering now. Of course, it'll come later to me. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to mention that, because that actually was more important to me, or was with me. But I do know when he said Akash and the numbers as Indians of inventing it, but having this, because I do know of a family where they did a 2AA just because numerology is important to Indians, and the fact that, for whatever reason, this was for a girl. She was Aditi when it could have been perfectly ADI, but she was AA. So that was funny for this. But there are lots of funny moments. If other people share, I know I will probably be, yeah, that one I agree with also. But thank you.
Oh, good. Always good to hear, Lata.
Amazing. Bhavna, I see your hand was raised if you want to go.
Oh, yeah. Well, congratulations, everyone. You did a great job. I'm a high frequency TV watcher. So, and this was like by far one of I literally ended it. I was like, I would watch this TV show. And I hope that, I hope there are more episodes written, and I hope that we get to see them. It was amazing. The dad character was amazing. I love the backgrounds. I was waiting for the laugh track, but my voice was the laugh track. So it was great. And yeah, what character I identify with, I think I started my life off as Gayatri, the type A older sibling, and then I like slowly became Akash. So yeah, just congratulations everyone. It was so good and I just loved it. Yeah.
Yay. We love everything that all the quotes you all are putting in the chat. Thank you so much for that. That's actually a great segue into a question that I and Shawn have. You know, Shawn, as this would be for TV, we're wondering, you know, are there any are these characters that you feel like you would want to keep seeing every week? And are there some characters you feel like you want to see more of? You feel like, you know, you want to, you're invested in their journeys, and if you anticipate any sort of like highs or lows for these characters, we're curious to see how you feel about, you know, getting to know them on an ongoing basis. I'm seeing some nods.
I know I end up jumping in. I try to be polite and let other people speak, but sorry, I do have to say, I would love to see Atul and Akash a lot more interactions with them rather than only offsetting it with the sister and the brother-in-law. For me, I mean, those are great characters, but I think in this sense, and then just the suggestion of that relationship with Sarfaraz could be another, you know, connection to what exactly that relationship with, or what kind of engagement Sarfaraz had with Atul would also be interesting for me. That's me.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm seeing some comments about Gayatri in the chat. Would love to see more of Gayatri's vulnerabilities and backstories and a softer side at some point. Yes, maybe her life with Rafael, which seems very juicy. Ooh, an episode from the kids' perspective, that could be great too. Yeah, absolutely.
I really like the Raphael character. Really, and one of the things that I found interesting is normally you see father-in-laws and son-in-laws kind of like battle it out or whatever, but he's calling him father several times throughout the show, and dad's calling him son and everything. So like that relationship and dynamic's interesting. I'd love to see Raphael's backstory, like what his relationship with his own parents is like.
Absolutely. Yeah, someone wrote they're curious about how Jyoti would pop up later. Definitely agree. We want Jyoti to be there throughout. Someone Andrea has raised their hand. Feel free to turn your camera on or just talk.
Hi, I'm just going to talk because straight up, I just have not showered. So your guys are not going to look at me. But I just want to say how I'm a big fan of the sitcom model as well. And I'm appreciative that it wasn't the case that Atul was, you know, I like that it was still up in the air as to maybe he was possibly gay, instead of, you know, on the King of Queens, it would be, oh, he's just trying to learn about the gay community, and that's what you find out. And instead it really kept on going with that. And I think that that's like a great fresh take on this format, and also about like who we truly are as people in 2021. So I thought that was great.
Great.
And now that Sunny has said, you know, I have to rethink, because I did wonder about Raphael's character, especially because, I mean, there was, again, he's an outsider insider, but he says things like, you know, Indian men are gay, kind of thing. But even how he would reflect, say, on his own culture, would be a great way of looking at, you know, like a cross-cultural brown people, but with different angles and different backgrounds would be great. So, yes, and I do agree with how Jyoti would come back and take part in this kind of every time coming close to, oh, is he not, sort of before withdrawing would be great.
Great. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No. I just know that Cuckoo also wanted to say something, and also I'm sorry if I mispronounced any names. Bear with me. But yeah, Cuckoo, did you want to add?
Oh yeah, I was just saying, yeah, I really like the Akash and Gayatri relationship. Um and I was thinking about like I was like, do I relate to this? Well, because I'm like gay and I have an older sister and like who's straight, and I think a lot of times in sitcoms that I'm kind of sick of is the so one sibling comes out and the other one's either like supportive or not supportive, and this seems like very post that, and like they have other aspects of their relationship. And also I was just thinking about like sitcoms and the history of sitcoms, and like a lot of the humor around like older sitcoms are like women being stupid, and like I like that Gayatri's like yeah, strong and powerful and also like kind of oblivious, and like it just seems like a kind of well-rounded and funny in a like more feminist way, but also still funny, and like she's not like perfect. um Anyways, yeah, I'd love to see more of that.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Definitely. Shawn, do you want to partake in this at all? We also have a question for you, Shawn.
Sure, yeah. I'm happy to answer questions, really.
Yeah, Sabina, you want to ask our Shawn?
Absolutely. Yeah, what you brought up, Latha, about Jyoti reminded me of, we've read like Kanika and I have read various iterations of the script from when it was a play to now its form as a pilot. And so I guess I'm personally really curious if you could talk more to the evolution of this work, what motivated it? Why did you change format from a play to a pilot?
Yeah. Well, I originally thought this was going to be like a one-person show, and that's what I had thought it was going to be. And then these other characters kind of emerged, and I had to include them. And in it was like a 2/3 written play, which Kanika and Sabina have read, and no one else has. But the play was more dramatic, and maybe I'll go back to it at some point. But I just, I was taking this TV writing class, and I just thought that it would be really fun to try to turn this into a multicam sitcom, and that it had a lot of the elements there. And it was really just to see if I could do it more than anything else. And then of course I like actually really like it. And so I was like, let me actually polish this and make it, as strong as I can. So yeah, I mean, I think that's really how it evolved. It started as a one-man theater show, and then it was a play, and then it became a sitcom.
And how does it feel now as a sitcom? Are you excited to keep writing seasons of this?
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
when it inevitably gets picked up.
Yeah, when it gets picked, of course. Yeah. I mean, Kanika, you'll be there. You'll be the showrunner or something, right? In our dream state. Yeah, I mean, I would love to. I would love to keep seeing how these characters grow, and I mean, that would be amazing. It feels daunting, but I think it would be really cool. There's never been a show like this, I don't think.
Agreed.
Yes, I also can't wait for Kanika to be the showrunner too. But I think let's ask one last question. I would love to know. This is a question for everybody, including Shawn and Kanika. But what do you anticipate happening with all these characters, whether that's highs and lows, whether that's their plot lines? How do you imagine their futures looking?
And the actors, please feel free to weigh in as well. I mean, you brought these characters to life. Or rather than what do you see, it could be what do you hope.
Well, I can start and say, I think for me, thematically, what's really interesting is this kind of adults coming together, and I was inspired in some ways by this is really dark, but this quote from the Diary of Anne Frank, and this Otto Frank quote that from the diary, he basically says, we really never know our children, and I think that's very true. I mean, I don't have kids, but I can imagine as a parent, you often don't know the kids. But I also think for us who are kids, we don't really know our parents. There's so much about our parents that we don't know. So many stories, so much about their background, where they're from. And I think that's probably especially true in the South Asian diaspora context. And so I think, even from just my own experience being at home for 6 months, I think what I would love to see is this family learning how to coexist and learning how to and all these secrets. I think that what'll drive the show is like secrets being revealed, and over time, people getting closer. And that's what's exciting about it to me. And there's always more secrets. Like there's always you open one door and there's just a pile of secrets there. And I think that's what'll be fun. It's like and I Love Lucy. It's like she always just wants to be a part of the party or be a part of things, right? And that's what drives the whole thing. And I think that's what'll drive this.
I do want to add here that I know with sitcoms or, that kind of genre, you want, and if there's a plot line or storyline that goes on, if you're talking about secrets, Shawn, I would like to see Gayatri's secrets, because it can't only be, and I would like the secret of Atul to be out, whether it is, and excuse the pun, to be out regardless of, so it doesn't go on to, oh my God, I don't want to watch this anymore because it's not a murder mystery. It's a sitcom. So I would love to see that resolved, a resolution there, but while that's being done, there's also Gayatri's story, Rafael's story, even Sarfraz, who walks in at the last minute. So what connection he would have to the others in some ways. Just it would be great to see, without being like too caricatures rather, but the warmth of what exactly are the tragedies that they've gone through, or in a comedic presentation would be great to see, because Gayatri can't just be this elitist. I'm the entrepreneur, whatever she keeps saying constantly to remind people that she's made it. And, so here is your brother trying to catch up and be famous in his own right. So, but.
Yeah, I see. Thank you. I see Shravan turned on his camera. I think maybe getting ready to say something.
Oh, no, it's nothing significant. I was just going to say, no, I think there's something really compelling about not knowing people's secrets. And I mean, I didn't, the fact that we watched the whole pilot without knowing, and we wanted to keep watching because we didn't know the secrets about his dad. And I think I love the idea that people have these secrets, but we don't necessarily need to know them right away, or even at all sometimes. I guess that's really all I want to say. Yeah.
I also wonder if like we think there's a secret and like a truth, but like knowing that his dad is queer, or like what that means for him, is like such a small part of probably like everything that is his truth. And like I just feel like it's only the second you get that information, you want to know so much more. And so I think there's something really compelling about like whether or not it's like said or however it's said, right? If you give like the little pieces in the beginning and then you like come to a conclusion that's like a big coming out, or if you like have this like coming out and then you're like, but dad, how, when, where, why, who, like that is just so compelling. And I think probably, I imagine for that character, there's also like discovery there that is just fun to watch in real life and like can be really well done on TV too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunny, go ahead, and then yeah, Samrat, please.
Well, like I think that since you've already established the kids in there, I think it'd be really cool to see the perspective of the kids and how they find out about like their uncle and their grandfather and their identities of their sexuality. Just like seeing how that can all transpire with all this, and how Gayatri has to kind of explain it to them.
Yeah, that's making me think of like a Modern Family kind of situation where you see the kids grow up and they start to like run the family basically, and they have their shit together better than anyone else. So that's absolutely. Samrat, please.
No, I think it's a fantastic script, and from the beginning, it's about family, and what, and family has secrets. Family, it's about relationships, there's status, and there's constant shift, which reminds me of like Schitt's Creek. I think this is kind of kind of brings Schitt's Creek and in this Desi world with with the father, son, and daughter, and grandkids and lovers and people come in and out, which would be really interesting. I think it's it's a great pilot. It talks about Atul and stuff, and it introduces Raf and all these relationships, but I feel like it's got a journey like Schitt's Creek. I think there could be really fantastic, which is great, and it's like very strong characters and sometimes absurd and sometimes at each other, but in a fantastic way. So hats off, Shawn.
Yeah, there's some folks have said Schitt's Creek in the chat, One Day at a Time, The Ranch. Yeah. Look at you, Shawn.
Yeah, it's great. No, I mean, Samrat was wonderful, and I'll shout out Shravan, because Shravan played in a very early version of the play script Akash and did a marvelous job. So it was fun to see. It'd be fun to see Shravan's version of this as well, though Hershel was fantastic.
No. It's not my role to play.
Yeah, fair.
Great. Well, this was really, really wonderful. Does anyone want to share any last remarks about what they saw? I guess the conclusion is this show needs to keep going. So, which is the best thing I think a TV writer could hear. Yeah, Piali.
Excuse my glasses and my morning face, even though it's 4 p.m. I just wanted to say everyone was fantastic. And I also wanted to say that, like, funny how this happens when you have an Indian writer versus like a white writer, but no character felt like a stereotype at any point. Like even Samrat, you doing the accent, like never one, like we could appreciate all the things that we recognize about Indian fathers, but it never once felt stereotypical or like a trope. Every character had their own distinct identity. Even Gayatri, like with all the jokes about like as a female entrepreneur, and like everything just felt so real, even when it was absurd and hilarious, like the running and the snow angel and cake, like everything, even when it was over the top, felt grounded. And yeah, that I just wanted to say I really appreciated that. Even for like a very heightened comedy, everything felt real. And it would just be so great to see this kind of like Indian representation that feels real and not, that transcends the stereotypes that we see so often for Indian people on TV.
Yeah, and I just want to add, hopefully I'm not frozen. I think I froze for a sec, but I just want to add that a lot of that too is like these actors some of them have only known each other for a few weeks. And, in this, a thing that we love to do in Fresh Time is a bunch of improv things to get us, to get like the relationships flowing very genuinely. And they were all just like so perfectly engaged, like immediately it felt like a family. And I think that speaks to the incredible actors that we have who like can soak up each other's energy, and to the writing that enables them to feel that intimacy immediately. So yeah, very, very proud of all the work put into this show. Great. I guess unless folks feel free to add last minute thoughts into the chat, but we don't want to drain you of your Zoom energy. So I guess we can wrap it there, Shawn, if you think so, and Sabina.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. This was such a pleasure, and Fresh Lime is always having stuff. We are going to have shows in the near future. So, keep checking us out. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend and stay safe.
Bye.
Thanks for coming. Bye.
You all. Thank you.